right. What's up? Where are we at?
Palm Springs. To be exact, South Palm Springs.
So we are at Pete's and Jerry's apartment here in Palm Springs. We'll pan around here and show you what that looks like. Where are we going?
Yuma, Arizona.
And then where do we go after? We go to Yuma.
Bisbee.
And then after Bisbee, we're gonna go to Globe. And then we're gonna finish off our trip visiting Lori and Dennis, and we're
in
Mesa. So this is part one of our winter Wonderland trip. So come along on this ride with us. Anything you want to do on this trip in particular?
Just relax.
Just relax. That's what we're doing now. We're doing a lot of relaxing. Of course, we're gonna hit our usual thrift stores. How many thrift stores do you think we're gonna go to?
7.
Okay, maybe 7 thrift stores. We might go to the Crippled Children's thrift store right down the road here. That's what it was called. Was it called Crippled?
Yeah.
I think it was called Crippled Children's thrift store here in Palm Springs. I think they must have changed the name.
They did. It's something angelic now. Like
okay.
Little angels.
Yeah, little angels. From crippled children to little angels. Okay, nicely done. We may or may not go there, but let's get on the road here to Yuma. Boom. Yes, sir.
Let there be fire.
Let there be fire.
Yes, sir.
Love it. Bring on the flotilla.
Merry Christmas.
Hey, what's up? What are we doing?
Noble Hops.
What are we doing here?
Going to Noble Hops for dinner.
And besides that,
Sleeping.
in the hotel?
Doubletree.
In the hotel?
No.
Where at?
Second to the hotel.
Our own little hotel. Okay, here we go.
Where are you going?
We are going right there to the Pima Air and Space Museum. So again, we're here at the Pima Air and Space Museum, and it's a lot to take in. It looks like we're heading towards some
United States of America.
Yeah, some retired Air Force Ones and some B-52s, but we're getting into more commercial aircraft. So let's check these out, and hopefully you are enjoying this tour of the Pima Air and Space Museum. How much was it to get in? What do we got here?
$20 each.
20 bucks each to get in. I would say well worth the money. Yeah, if you're in the Tucson area, come check it out.
This is the ladies' airplane, VIP.
So this is what he flew the ladies.
No, I'm not a writer. Okay.
Give up on my way home, yeah. Wouldn't it be crazy?
This thing's a joke.
Wouldn't it be crazy?
Come on, there's no way this flew.
Wouldn't it be crazy? Don't you step amaze me? Wouldn't it be crazy? Don't you step amaze me? Give up on my way home, yeah.
And
Give up on my way home, yeah. Wouldn't it be crazy? Don't you step amaze me? Wouldn't it be crazy? Don't you step amaze me? Wouldn't it be crazy? Don't you step amaze me? Wouldn't it be crazy? Don't you step amaze me? Give up on my way home, yeah.
This is the move. For those
that was a hell of a tour we just took right now at Pima Air and Space Museum, and now we find ourselves at the Karchner Caverns State Park, and I'm going to show you a little bit of that here in a minute. We're cooking up a little bit of a breakfast, and we're not exactly sure if we're going to take a tour of the caverns. It's an hour and a half, and we kind of want to tour around a little bit this area that we're in, which is the Coronado National Forest near Sierra Vista, and then we want to go down to Bisbee. So we've seen Carlsbad. We've seen Carlsbad Caverns, and once you've seen Carlsbad Caverns, and we've been to another big cave national
Scrambled
park in Kentucky.
turkey.
So we've seen the creme de la creme of
Special today, $5.99.
caves. Welcome to Bisbee. So Bisbee is a town of about 5,000, old mining town. It's in this really deep canyon. So I'm filming down into the canyon here, and in a minute you're going to see some footage from actually being in the canyon. My neighbor Randy, whose cousin lived there, said the canyon was actually dug out during the mining days, and then people built homes, on the walls of the cavity, if you will. So here's the main street through Bisbee. Really narrow streets. Everybody's on top of each other. It's a pretty cool town, pretty unique town. There's actually a van life event called Weird Wild West that takes place in Bisbee. A lot of restaurants, a couple coffee shops, a lot of bars. It's a fun little place. I'll visit it in the future, but for this afternoon we were just there for a few hours and we really didn't take that much in. But again, kind of a unique place, about 20 miles from the border of Mexico, kind of a counterculture type of town. Bisbee, Arizona. Sometimes when you're living the van life, you end up in places like this. So we're just on the side of the road. You'll be able to hear the car behind me. And there it goes. It's pretty out here right now. It's getting cold. We're gonna have to shut this down. But yeah, this is where we are tonight. We're between Tombstone and Bisbee. And we're gonna get a little food going here. Okay, dude.
Yeah, I'm watching Meghan and Harry.
Watching Meghan and Harry. So she's over there watching Meghan and Harry. And we're gonna get some dinner here going. What are we having for dinner?
Chicken and green beans, and then you can come up with anything you wish.
Anyhow, we'll see you tomorrow morning in Tombstone. You want to have breakfast in Tombstone somewhere?
Yeah, we can. I'm busy here.
All right, see ya. Good morning, friends. So we just arrived, and you can see behind me that cool courthouse. So we just arrived in this Tombstone, Arizona, old school. Old school. So we're gonna walk around here, check it out, and show you guys some footage of Tombstone, Arizona. It's 9 a.m., so being kind of quiet. All right, we'll see you on the streets of Tombstone. That door on your right.
It's the oldest building in this oldest building in Tombstone.
Oldest building in
That
Tombstone.
also has the floors are original. So what'd you think about that tour? Really worth it.
Really worth it. 15 bucks a head. We bought a patch for the car. Great little tour of this old theater. It used to exist back in the day. Sorry for the sunlight there, folks.
Birdcage.
Birdcage. Really, really cool. And we're on the road to Globe. We're on the road to Globe next. Globe is a small town of about 5,000 people. I think there's an active mine. Certainly, it's a former mining town. You're seeing some footage here that I took on Broad Street. Unfortunately, Globe is still kind of struggling economically. However, I can recognize that revitalization, gentrification, if you will, but revitalization is on the cusp. We saw some newer types of restaurants and bars opening up on Broad Street, but there were a lot of vacancies as well. After Globe, we made our way to Miami. Yep, there's a Miami in Arizona, and then to Superior. It was time for a coffee break, and we pulled over in this little staging area for side-by-sides, and there was actually some mountain biking and some hiking trails. Luckily for us there, we got our exercise in. Did a 4 or 5 mile mountain bike ride, which was quite challenging because a lot of it was uphill, and our bikes aren't the greatest bikes, but they serve us well, and that's what you're seeing footage of here. After our mountain bike ride, we made our way to Mesa to visit my sister Lori and her husband Dennis. We had a couple great evenings there, had some great food, and then it was to my mom's place in Buena Park for our Christmas dinner. Hope you guys enjoyed this episode of Cope Designed. This is part 1.
Faster.
And then get past me as I go through. All right, we'll see you in the next video. Later.
Merman.